our reviews. Now, when I said earlier, we're gonna clean everything, we're even gonna clean the air, you probably thought something big and bulky and industrial looking thing, something big and loud that's gonna help filter the air. Well, not when it comes to Pure Enrichment. This is their PureZone Halo HEPA air purifier, but it is a purification system because it is multiple steps of air purification. And that HEPA filter, that is the one that gets rid of that dust and that pollen and the dander down to 0.3 microns. And now when you take a look at it, it almost looks like a piece of artwork, right? This is something you don't mind having in your living room, on the end table, on the bedside table, right? And then I wanna show you the power of it. So we saw the beauty of it. Do I have a switch back here that I can hit? I wanted to make sure I have a switch. Is it over here? Here we go. Okay, let me show you. I'm gonna hit this switch right here because yeah, it looks great, but does it work, Ty? Take a look right here. I'm gonna fill this up with smoke. See all the smoke? So what this is representing, this is representing all those things that you can't see in the air, but you can feel them. You feel them in your lungs, in your nose. The kids wake up, and their eyes are kind of itchy, and you're like, what is it today that's floating around in the air? Well, look how quickly that is clearing everything out because it's pulling the air in like 360 degrees all the way around. It's not just pulling it in from the back or the front, from all the way around, and it's clearing that air. It is scrubbing that air for you. And you can get this today. $40 off today. We have a brand new color, $59.99. We still have the very popular white. We have the very popular graphite, and a new color today is the light gray. Your item number is 740557. Our guest, Megan Clementi, is joining us here this morning. Hi, Megan, how are you?
Hey, Ty, I'm doing so good, and partly because I absolutely love my PureZone Halo. This is something that's been with me for 2 or 3 years now, and my family is just breathing so much easier. This is True HEPA. When we talk about that gold standard in air purification, you have to have True HEPA, not HEPA-like or HEPA-tech, because they don't capture as much as True HEPA does. With True HEPA, we're able to capture 99.97% of all the particulates in the air down to 0.3 microns. So we're talking about so small that we can't even see it with our human eye. When we look at a strand of hair, that's 80 to 100 microns. Then you see this red line, Ty, where it says invisible to the human eye. How on earth do we clean something we can't see? Well, our lungs are cleaning that for us. If you have a True HEPA system, if you have a PureZone Halo, your lungs don't have to do the work. You can see that 2-stage filtration. It's going to enter through the front. It's going to hit that black activated carbon filter. That's going to capture the VOCs, those volatile organic compounds, and those odors like the burned broccoli or the fish smell that always happens in the evenings. Then the air is going to pass through into the white filter. This filter is the True HEPA. That's what's going to get the really tiny stuff. This is what you don't want to breathe in. This is what gets captured. When you are getting your filter, you'll see that it'll be pitch black. This is what's going to look like after only 2 months. That smoke demo that you were just doing, that's what it's going to do. It's going to capture all the air. It's going to rotate it every 14 minutes out of a 100-square-foot room, and you will be breathing easier than you ever have before.
Yes, when you show it like that, Megan, you're like, oh my goodness, I start breathing in. I'm thinking about my lungs, and I'm like, yeah, if it's not going there, Megan, it's going in here, right? It's going into your lungs, the kids and the grand, we're all breathing this stuff in. And when you actually put it like that and you can actually see it, because in the air, a lot of times we can't see it. Those particles are so small. You ever notice you smell smoke before you see smoke? That's how small those particles are. True HEPA filter will pick up those particles, will trap those particles. And then, as I said before, my favorite thing, and I think it's one of the things we see on the reviews, read the reviews, over 300 perfect 5-star reviews, is the look and the size of it. Not only the functionality, you know the functionality is great, but you don't want something big and industrial and loud, and where do I even put this in the living room? Or I just wanted something for the kids' room, or something for the dorm room, or for the office. And they come in these big sizes, which you're gonna pay $200 for. This will give that same effectiveness in this beautiful design, right? This great look where all the air is 360 degrees all the way around. And for $59.99, a lot of times we're putting it just in that room where we need it. I wanna show you again, so I'm gonna hit this button. I wanna show you how this works. What we're representing here is all those things in the air that you can't see. So I'm pressing this down to fill the smoke chamber up right here, okay? So now take a look. Are you breathing in this air? Normally, that's what's representing what we are normally breathing in. The halo is inside there, and in just a second, it starts circulating. It starts pulling that air in, and remember, it's not just the HEPA filter. It is a multiple filtration system to pick up all of those large particles, all of those small particles. Already, 10 seconds in, you start to see it clear. Every second, it's a little more clear. Remember, that stuff that the halo is taking care of, your lungs do not have to fight. It's $59.99. I do like to remind everybody, you get 30 days here at HSN to try everything out for a month. Get this home, put it in the kids' room, maybe put it where the dogs hang out, put it in near the kitchen, wherever, and see if you don't feel a difference, maybe even smell a difference, right? Try the different settings, try the sleep mode, try it for a month and see if you don't see a difference in the air. Also, before we go back to Megan, I do want to remind you, you can get $10 off of this. I mean, you're already getting $40 off. You can get another $10 off. If you open the HSN card today, we're going to give you $10 to use on your first single item purchase. You're gonna get $10 in your account immediately. Lastly, too, what if you pick a color? I know this sounds kind of funny, but if you pick a color and you get it home and you're like, you know what, I really wish I would have gone with that light gray. I like the granite, but that light gray. Hey, we do free exchanges here too. All you do, you go to hsn.com or you can call one of our representatives, get the exchange started. We will cover the shipping and handling on your exchange. We want you to be happy. And the color is important because it's gonna stay out all the time. Megan, that's one thing we see in the reviews all the time, right? We see two things. One, how well it works, and two, how great it looks. And I don't think you can say that about any other air filtration system.
You can't say that about a lot of things, and that's the big win. And Pure Enrichment want to go the extra mile, make sure that the PureZone Halo is something that you're proud to have on your table. How much of your decor is just simply sitting there, just looking pretty? What if it could have a real purpose? What if something can sit on your desk and be beautiful? This is only 7 inches by 7 inches. This could even be on a shelf behind you in an office setting. And it can be somewhere where it looks like a spherical design, but it's actually drawing the air at 360 degrees and putting fresh air into your office space, into a playroom, a bedroom, an assisted living area, a dorm room, you name it. This is our Goldilocks size. It can truly go anywhere. It's good for 100 square feet and it's gorgeous. Even from a side view, it has this beautiful hourglass figure and our colors are just very pure. We have our solid white. The light gray is brand new and is a crazy favorite right now. And then the graphite is really great for those darker colors to blend in or as that pop against all those whites. So we've given you your basics, but the design and the technology is just not basic. This is true HEPA. The EPA says that our indoor air quality is 2 to 5 times more polluted inside our house than it is outside. So if we're always trying to escape the pollen and the dander outside and we come in through our door and it comes in with us, where does it go? Well, if you have your PureZone Halo, it's gonna literally go right into the filter and capture it on your behalf. If you have new furniture, the VOCs from the glue, from the paint that are coming off will be captured in there. If you have, you name it, living microorganisms like mold spores, whether it's from a bathroom or you're moving into a place that it's a little bit older. We've had people comment about being in apartments that are older and a weird smell coming in through the vents. And once they got the PureZone Halo, it captured those strange smells. So there's so many different uses. And the big thing, like you mentioned, go to hsn.com, read our reviews, because when you read your reviews, you'll see how much everyone loves them.
Yes, because I think we've had this old idea of an air filtration system that was big and bulky and industrial and loud and all those things, and you see this beautiful kind of work of art, and you think, oh, wow, that's changing my mind on what's capable to clean the air. I want to show you a couple of things. Maybe Megan can speak to us, because we're going to talk about kind of the size of the room that we put it in, and I think we have another still where I want to talk through kind of the buttons on the top and all of the features. Megan, can you see your screen there? Because we're talking about kind of the size. Maybe you can speak to the size of the room.
So a 100 square foot room is a basic side room. You're talking about a 10 feet by 10 feet, and then you have your 8-foot ceiling, right? So you're talking about most rooms in someone's houses, if they're not your large living space, this is gonna be ideal for that. So what you're seeing is 2 nightstands, a bed, and a dresser area. all that fits into the space along with your halo. If you're at 100 square feet or less, it will clean the air every 14 minutes. That's more than 4 times every single hour. Your air will be scrub clean. When it comes to the ease of use, I love the fact that we keep it very simple. You have an on-off button that also acts as your filter reset. It will tell you when you've had 4,300 hours of this being utilized and your filter needs to be changed. You don't have to remind yourself. The next feature is our light. You can go from a light to a brighter light, or even sleep mode where there is no blue light. The blue light is going to be on the white and graphite models, and the light gray has just a nice white light. Then you have your fan speed at low, medium, high, and finally your timer. The timer is 2, 4, 8 hours, great for saving energy, saving money, and also preserving your filter, because if you're not in the room, knowing that it cleans itself every 14 minutes, if you're not in there for hours at a time, go ahead and let it shut off so you preserve your filter and you don't have to purchase it as often.
Yeah, it is a huge customer pick, a huge customer favorite, now in a new color. Megan, thanks for being here with us this morning.
Oh, absolutely. Ty, thank you so much. Happy breathing.
Okay, yeah, happy breathing. Exactly right. It's what we all do. 740-557. You got 3 colors to choose from there. I want to give you a little heads up. This is another steal the deal, something we're doing that are low quantities. It's the final quantities on this.